Hey, it's Mark here with DynamiteStocks.com. Today I covered pretty much all my positions. I covered NOG, which is the chart right here, and NOG was in that trading range, and I shorted around 505. Today I covered I covered the rest of it and the 450s. You can see it came up against the support right here. So I figured, it's not worth it to try and see if this holds up or not, because I'm just going to cover where my profit taking area was originally. I also covered ATW. This this system I'm using right here is MedVed It's MedVed which is very similar to Quote Tracker that I used to use, and it's free on the internet. So this is what I'm using. This is ATW. It's another bear flag, and I shorted ATW up here, and it's breaking down, but this morning it wasn't sure which way I was going to go, and oil was possibly hitting some support, so I just took all my profit on that one too. And I posted up the percentage gains. They're both about 5 or 6% gains on those shorts, and it could go lower, but I'm just happy taking the profit while I got it. Plus, with oil, and uncertain there, with like I was talking about. What else did I cover? I covered STRP, and STRP was just kind of hanging in there too well for me to stay short. So I covered the rest of that for like a 2 or 3% gain. It was like 2.7 or something, and I covered that one for a gain. So 3 gains, 3 successful trades. I've been doing pretty well lately. With my trading's been good. I had that Under Armour that I was wrong on. It stopped out, as I planned. I mean, as long as I stop out, I'm fine because I have more winners. I always have more winners than losers. And I'm sure I haven't looked at my yearly recap, my yearly logs, but I'm pretty sure I've got a lot more winners than losers this year. Probably I don't know, like 60-40 or something like that, and it's pretty good. So I totally missed. Oh yeah, NYMX. NYMX. I traded a long time ago. I traded this one. I'll pull up the chart here. I traded this one back here. I traded it in what is that, August? Yeah, in August. I got an amazing trade on that one. I traded it because I was watching it. We actually happened to find it that day and scan because I scanned for high day rangers, which are stocks that have a high day range where they go up a certain percentage every day. And I was using that scan with about 8% day range, and I recently just tweaked that. I tweaked it to 5% or more a day. I'll post that up on the blog if anybody uses that scan on StockFetcher. That's how I find probably half of my trade, more like half or more of my trades with that scan, because it finds ones that are moving and that are pretty predictable in the way they move. See, it breaks out and it just runs, 40%, 50. I mean, so so I was watching it here the other day, and I actually saw this in a scan, but I saw it right here, and it tested that resistance really well. You can see the resistance is up at 320, and it just totally failed that. But then it consolidated, which I wasn't paying attention to, and and I just saw it. I happened to see it yesterday or today, or yeah, yesterday, and it was breaking out to a new high off this consolidation. You're just running up the upper Bollinger Band, and I got a little too attached to the upper Bollinger Band. I was watching that too much because you can see the other day it closed way above it, and it doesn't really hold up well when it closes above the upper Bollinger Band, like here, you know. And well, here it even went up a whole bunch, but of course it came down. But the momentum was so strong on this breakout that it ran like 15% today. It went from like 370 to 440. What was the highest print? 437. So I totally missed that one. I actually had it on my watch list, but I was busy taking profits on those shorts and watching the shorts, you know, ATW and all those, that I didn't even notice this one because it perked up in right after the open in the morning, and it just held that. It held the green very well. I was looking at that other one, that SCMD, or no, SMED. I'll pull that one up real quick. But I mean, NYMX is amazing. Like, I mean, it probably won't go tomorrow, but I'm just gonna probably keep it on my watch list because I like the way that trades. The other one was SMED, and I haven't even checked this one yet. I just put up a post about it because I totally missed it in my scan. Yeah, that's what I figured it was gonna do. It it's a it's a triangle breakout. You can see the triangle right here. It's a perfect descending triangle, and it moves pretty. I mean, it moves a lot. It moves really well, and I missed that one. So I tweaked. That's why I tweaked my scan to 5% or more, because this one has a day range of 5%. And you can see it's kind of, it doesn't. It's not my ideal stock to trade because it's kind of choppy. I mean, it doesn't, when it runs, it stops. Like it ran here. Well, it broke out here. It ran here and then it kept running, but here it stopped. You know, it stalled out. It stalled out. So yeah, it's really not my fit. Like you see here, it broke out again. It broke out again, but what did it do? It stalled out again. See, it just stalled. It didn't continue, and it was acting like it was going to. It was acting like it was going to break out, which is why I didn't, I didn't buy it, because it was going green and it was going red and it was going green, and I just wasn't sure which way it was going to go. So if I was gonna buy it on this breakout here of the on the green, I wanted to see it hold the green. That's that's one of the tools I use to trade, is when a stock's holding a gain on the day, it's green on the day, you know, positive, it will usually keep running green and hold that if it's, you know, if it's acting the way I want it to, because you know, these kind of stocks don't go green then go red. I mean, if you're trading Apple or something like that, it's gonna go all over the place. I mean, these are pretty predictable. The predictability is good when you're trading. So that's all I was really looking at today. I mean, there's some crazy stuff out there that I've been missing, but I mean, I'm doing pretty well. I missed, uh, was it CanF, or one of those was up like, it's been up like 300% or something. But you know, I'm just gonna keep on hitting these doubles and triples. So I mean, swing trading's not what I would prefer to do, but it's been easy to trade these oil stocks short. So you know, I'll just see what else is out there. I'm just gonna, you know, take it slow. And what I found is, if I overtrade, that's probably my only weakness I found this year has been overtrading. Like one time I had like 5 positions on and they weren't even that good setup. So when I wait for the ones that I like, I do very well. So you know, I'm just gonna keep waiting for those triples and home runs and stuff like that. And yeah, GDX is the gold miners. This one's pretty strong right now. It's down. It was down a bunch, and it's kind of it looked like support right here, and it just did some weird breakdown right here, and then these two candles like in a bearish engulf, and then broke out of those. And that's kind of tempting, but I would probably end up swing trading it, and I don't want to. I don't know. I'm not sure which way it's gonna go. So, and the Bollinger Bands are getting kind of tight. When Bollinger Bands get tight, there's gonna be an up or down break. It's gonna go up or it's gonna go down when they're this tight. See here, it wasn't even that tight, but I mean, of course, it could just keep going sideways, but usually those Bollinger Bands, when they get super tight, that's an indicator of another move coming, either up or down. I mean, it's on support here, and gold's kind of weird. Well, I was watching that, and gold is up a bunch, crazy gap up, and it's just messy though. See, it goes up and down, up and down, and up, and I mean, it looks like a flag right there, but I kind of missed. If I was gonna trade it, I would have traded it here, and it's kind of too messy for anything right there. So I'll go through some scans later, and if history repeats itself, I'll probably find something good again. So because there's a lot of good stuff out there. So that's all I want to talk about right now. This is Mark signing off, DynamiteStocks.com.